Welcome to Count Stackula on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching another one of my videos. So today we are going to talk a little bit about the market. We are going to talk a little bit about a new product, and my stacking strategy has changed. So let's get into it. All right. So again, today's video is going to be less about the coins that you see in front of you and more about what is going on with specifically gold. Yes, gold, not silver, but gold. So in my last video, I said that I prefer gold over silver currently for stacking, and that has not changed. My reasons for that are basically that, well, history has shown that it tends to outperform silver by a large margin over time. And while I obviously hold a lot of silver and have plenty of faith in the metal, it's really, for me, about, the collector coins. And that's where I think a lot of the money for me will be made. But when it comes to gold, I would have to say that my preference is not in the collector coins, but rather in the bullion. While there are some really amazing high-grade examples of early American pre-33 gold out there to obtain, they're definitely in the numismatic category and not so much the bullion category, those high-grade examples we're talking. But even in the bullion grade category of the early American gold, if I had the choice between a modern gold eagle or a gold buffalo or a pre-33 MS63 Liberty Head double eagle, chances are I would buy the eagle or the buffalo, because the premium on those pre-33 gold coins are just a little bit high right now, and they have been ever since the pandemic. Before that, they were unloved. That would have been the time to stack them, because you could get them relatively at the same cost that you would pay for an eagle or a buffalo. And think about it, you're getting less gold with those pre-33. So if it's about bullion, that's maybe not the best stacking strategy for you today. There's some that will disagree with me, and certainly if you want to buy a clean coin for the same price as a buffalo, go right ahead. But keep in mind, you're still getting slightly less gold because those are not 1 ounce. And there'll never be a numismatic premium on the cleaned coins. So you've got to take that into consideration. It's purely a stacking bullion play. So I've rambled on about my preference a little bit. Why is gold worth stacking today? Well, gold is worth stacking today because I think we are starting to see a shift in the technicals. So the fundamentals obviously always stay the same. This isn't a company, it's gold, it's shiny, it's pretty, and it's a safe haven asset and a tier 1 asset. Hedge funds will always invest in gold during uncertain times, and we are certainly in uncertain times. However, previous videos, I have said that both gold and silver are in a long-term downtrend ever since the peak in 2020. I have since switched my opinion on at least one of those metals. That'd be gold. So looking at the technicals very recently, we've seen a pullback, and what I am interpreting in the charts is a potential double bottom. So while I do think there is potential for gold to return below 1650, I would say it's a little unlikely. We've got a really nice pop in the last week here. I was actually very interested when gold hit 1815 this week, and I went ahead and I nibbled on it. I bought some golds. It's not here yet. I'll do the reveal on the channel as soon as it arrives, but I'm pretty happy with that purchase. And after selling my 16 Chibi coin silver set, I rolled a lot of that money into this gold purchase. So that worked out pretty well for me. So the outlook that I have for gold is, rather than a long-term downtrend back below 1650, which is what I was saying before, I am saying now that gold has the potential to go to its all-time highs and beyond. That's what I'm saying now. Now, when will it do this? I can't tell you. I don't know. I haven't really consulted my crystal ball. So as soon as I do, I will get back to you on the specific date. But my general perspective is that if you think long-term, the long-term future, it's very bright, okay? And I like to think long-term on this channel. I like to think long-term in my life. And it's very, very bright, regardless of the economic situation. Because, look, the economic situation continues to decline. We head into a recession. Guess what? That's good for gold. If we go into another bull market and sidestep the recession, guess what? It's bullish for gold. Why? Because gold generally trends upward over time. Just like real estate, it's one of those commodities that you can rely on. It's definitely going to give you a return, and it might even surpass inflation. A lot of investors always hate on gold because they say, well, why would I invest in something that doesn't produce anything when I can invest in a company that can do 10x, right? And if you look at the S&P 500 over the long term, it has outperformed gold over many years. However, gold does represent a safe place to store your wealth. And not only that, you do have the potential to 2x, 3x, or more. For those who invested in gold in the 70s, in the 80s, and even in the 90s, they are sitting very pretty right now because gold did a 50x from those prices. So generally, gold trends upward over time, and it's a safe bet in the long term. If you have any kind of hesitation about investing right now, and you should, because there really isn't much of a safe haven in the stock market at present. You know, the only things that hedge funds are investing in right now are like bonds. They're going back because of these interest rate hikes, which I'm sure you're all already aware of. Gold also represents a good place to store your wealth. I think now, my opinion is that this inflation will drive us into a recession. Things are gonna get pretty ugly, and the dollar may suffer, but more importantly, I think gold is gonna make another move to the upside. So, I'm not the only one that thinks this way. And I think that based more on the technicals, it's looking like we may be reaching a bottom. We may have reached a bottom, and we could be moving up from here. Of course, I could be entirely wrong about my prediction, but if I'm wrong, at least I won't be wrong for long, because gold's not gonna go back down to $1,400 an ounce. I'm sorry to say to all those who are waiting for those lows that we experienced back in the mid to late 2000s, it's not gonna happen. It's probably just, you'd be waiting forever. So I think we've reset. There's nothing we can really do about that. And we just have to accept the new norm that gold is roughly $2,000 an ounce or close to it. And that's the way it's gonna be for a while. And it's only going higher. The predictions back in 2020, if you were around and listening, Bank of America was predicting $3,000 gold. It didn't happen, but it will. It will. And it may not happen anytime soon, but my guess is 2 to 3 years from now, yes, we could be seeing easily a $3,000 to $5,000 gold price. $5,000 an ounce gold is coming. That is my prediction. It is coming. So stack hard on gold. Now, that's my plan. That's what I'm doing. I put my money where my mouth is. I have a gold piece coming, and I'll share it on the channel. And I am actually slowing down on collector coins, slowing down on the silver. I've got enough. I'm happy with my stack. There will always be an opportunity to pick up silver coins in my collection, even the ones that I really want to get, the ones that I need to fill a hole in my collection. I might not even get those. Why? Because I want to put every ounce of my hard-earned money into gold right now and not into collector coins. Every time I pay above spot for silver or a higher premium, $35 in some cases to get a fancy new collector coin, I'm actually making it harder for myself to pick up that 1 ounce gold piece that I want. So like a lot of other stacking channels going through different phases, many of them set goals for themselves, like filling a tube of buffaloes, gold buffaloes. That is something that I am working towards, definitely in that direction. I don't have to fill an entire tube of buffaloes, but I'm going to stack gold hard, meaning I'm pretty much cutting out silver for a while. For a long time, I had been focusing on silver, and my ratio was getting a little bit overweight in silver, figuratively and literally. So now I'm going to actually switch back to the way I started, which was with gold, and see if I can balance out my ratio of gold to silver in my stack. So that's the plan. And I also wanted to mention that I created a new 3D printed box product for those of you who like the Pamp Suisse bars in Assay, gold or silver. I have a new product and it holds 20. It is up on my eBay and links are in the description down below, along with all the other 3D printed box coin storage solutions. So be sure to check those out and hit me up down in the comments. Let me know what you think, if I've gone crazy, if you are with me on this strategy, or if you have a better idea. Let me know down below. So thank you so much for watching. This is Count Stackula. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Tune in, and we'll see you on the next one. Count Stackula, out.